All right, we're joined in studio now. Some of our favorite guests, Brandy. We've got Jamie and Larry here from Millhouse Brewing
morning.
Company. Man, you guys, you've been taking over. I see Cold One especially all over the place. Bars, restaurants, you can just find your beer. It used to be you had to make the pilgrimage to the actual brewery itself and try that. Not that that's a bad thing. Gives you an excuse to
the food is worth it a lot.
have incredible food. And Brandy's a fan of the one of the bartenders over there.
Big fan of the bartender.
Yeah, he's just got a crush on one of the bartenders over there. I got to hear about that all the time. But you can now get Millhouse beer anywhere, right? And you're expanding anywhere and anywhere, right? Anywhere and everywhere.
We are. We're in 4 counties. We have been in 4 counties, and now we just expanded to another 3, which will be Orange, Sullivan, and Rockland.
Nice.
So we've been doing business with Dutchess Beer Distributors. They've done a great job for us to get the beer out to almost 100 different accounts, and we're looking forward to the relationship with Dana as well, and we're going to try to do that with a new brewery.
You've got a whole new production brewery, right? Is it officially in the works? Is it you have a space and you're trying to figure it out? Are you brewing yet? What's going on?
We are probably about 2 weeks away from having equipment arrive. We're well prepared for them. The mechanicals have come through and gotten all their rough-ins done. We had this crew from Germany come in and lay tile in this very German method. It was pretty.
Why would you have Germans come and do that?
I know they know nothing about beer.
Come on,
Reinheitsgebot. Yeah,
to leave it to the people who know a thing or two.
We had to keep them. We had to keep them fed with Cold One while they were here.
Yeah, that's good payment. That's not a bad way of doing things. So you're going to be producing more beers. What that means, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll be launching with 5 beers outside the brick and mortar with the new brewery. They're going to be Kilt Spinner, Cold One, Velvet Panda. If you've been in the pub, Hubar, which we brought today, our double IPA, and Northwest Territory.
Now, you've done Hubar before. You've done what kind of trial runs on it, or you've revamped
maybe 7 times?
We've brewed the beer about 7 or 8 times, but for us, it's one parameter at a time when we make a change. So this beer, we didn't want to put it out until it was totally dialed. I mean, the first time we brew a beer, we're very confident in that beer, but we're perfectionists. So the beer for us, at least to our palates, is tuned in and ready to go out there. A great double IPA, 7.5%, super sessionable.
Yep.
Really dank, tons of flavor and aroma.
Yeah, if you're an IPA fan, it kind of gets to the point where it can never get big enough. It can never be hoppy enough. It can never be, just massive enough. But the reality is it's kind of hard to enjoy those over the course of an afternoon because a lot of times double IPAs are so heavy and so they've just got a lot of alcohol to them, so it's hard. So a 7.5% double IPA, and that one, it's got all the flavor that you could want. So that's going to be available for people to just grab on tap?
Absolutely. We're hoping that becomes that flagship IPA for Millhouse. We haven't had the chance to get it outside the 4 walls. It's got a great review inside those walls, so we're ready to see what people think. So come find it, have a pint.
Grab some, yeah. And now, speaking of grabbing a pint, you guys have some plans in order, to possibly a little bit down the road, get the bottling, canning, that kind of thing going on. Do you have any ideas for that?
Absolutely. All 5 of those beers, the can design's already done.
Wow.
So, we've worked with the designer. We're 99.9% ready to do that. But we're going to put some beer in some kegs first, get them out locally as close to the source as possible.
Cool.
And then once we get that groove going, hopefully by the end of 2016, you're going to see these cans come out. And then 2017, hopefully, is our bottle program, where, we are going to start doing some barrel aging.
The big old bottles of
absolutely, some 750 mils, some rare stuff. We if you've been in the Millhouse, we like brewing really big beers.
Yes, you do.
And it's hard to put, 8 big beers on your tap lineup when you have 14.
Yeah.
So,
right.
We're really excited to be able to do some of that and having the ability to age beer. We have no real estate right now. So these big beers, they love to slumber.
Yeah,
so
they
it's going to be
a little bit of time, and you guys do. You love big beer to the extent where, if I'm going to Millhouse, that's when people I know who don't drink get text messages from me like, "So what are you doing tomorrow night? I was thinking of heading over to Millhouse. I might enjoy a couple of those. What do you say we go have a nice dinner?" So make sure that you're keeping an eye out. All sorts of beers all over the Hudson Valley. If you've had any Millhouse beers before, you are going to want to get your hands on those. And extending your scope even further, now you're reaching the far ends of our very lovely region. So make sure you get your hands on it anywhere you can. Guys, thank you so much, Millhouse Brewing Company. Always doing huge things.
Cheers.